Joe, we're back to you.
I look bewildered at the sacrifice that Don made, hoping he's still okay. I focus on the task at hand and go to attack the giant spider next to me that is within the threat range of George and Barack. That's a 14 to hit for 10 piercing damage and an additional 7 from sneak attack for a total of 17 damage.
That's enough. Want to say how you do it?
I quickly run under the spider and bring up my weapon and gut it from underneath and slide out the other side of it. Its guts fall out under it and just collapses to the ground in a mangled mess of guts and gore. With the pathway clear of enemies, I point my rapier towards the black spider and say, "Hey, fucko, you're next." I'd start running if I were you.
The black spider puffs out his chest and says defiantly, "I am Neznar, the black spider. I will not be defeated so easily." He holds up his staff and points it to you, Joe. The top of this black adamantine staff is shaped like a spider. Magic erupts from the tip of the staff as he casts a second-level magic missile at you, Joe. All the darts hit you, dealing 15 points of force damage.
Holy crap, that almost took me down.
Neznar gives a smirk at that comment as it is now Droop's turn. Droop, you're in the dried channel, and above you, you see the flame skull, smoke and fire billowing from its mouth as it has just launched a fireball.
I'm going to shoot that stupid skull. First, I'm going to mark it with Hunter's Mark as a bonus action, then shoot an arrow at it. That's a 24 to hit for 7 piercing damage and an additional 6 from Hunter's Mark for a total of 13 damage.
The skull sustains the damage, but is still active. It now turns its gaze to you, Droop. Deep, hot hellfire burning in its eyes as it prepares another attack, this time towards you.
Guys, if any of yous is alive, helps. This thing is gonna cooks me.
Don, it's your turn, but you are unconscious. Your wounds start to seal as your periaptive wound closure does its magic. You are stabilized. However, you have a vision while you are unconscious. You feel as if you're still falling. After you hit the wall, you crash to the ground and look up to see the great hall of a luxurious castle. You're surrounded by mounds of gold, magical trinkets, fine silks, and gems. Everything you would have ever wanted and more. As you stir, you try to reach out for these things, but every step you take, the floor begins to stretch, taking your goal 2 steps further away. For what seems like hours, you try to collect your prizes, but they are just out of reach. The need for the treasures fills your soul with desire, as it is always just out of reach.
Well, that's dumb.